Hello children, in the last video we saw some types of angles. I hope all of you understood this neatly and I hope you are studying regularly also. Okay, so now in this video we are going to see the relationship between the angles. Okay, so our first point, today's video's first point is relationship between angles. These are said to be pair of angles also. Okay, pair of angles means what? If we can saw some combination of angles, okay, that means they are said to be a pair of angles. If they are combined with definite property, then they are said to be pair of angles. It means what? See, we'll talk about the first type of pair of angles, that is vertically opposite angles, right? So in the last video I show you how to draw intersecting lines. So by that same way we'll draw two intersecting lines. You can see over here, first line, see, I'll give the name to the line as AB, and our second line, suppose this is CD, and this is the point of intersection. I'll denote it as O. Okay, so because of this point of intersection, you can see here four angles are formed, right? Name of the angles are CAOC, then COB, then BOD and AOD. So here four angles are formed. So can we see any relationship between them? Yes, see here, if I am talking about these two angles, angle AOC and angle BOD, if you will measure the angles, so measurement of these two angles must be same. Similarly, if I am talking about these two angles, angle AOD and angle BOC, so again measurement of these two angles will be also same. Okay, so when two lines intersect, okay, here at a single point, the angles formed opposite to each other. Are you getting this? These angles are formed opposite to each other. One angle is above, other is below. Here on one angle is on left side, other is on right side. Okay, so when two lines intersect, the angles formed opposite to each other are called as vertically opposite angles. Why these are said to be vertically opposite? Because these are lying on opposite side of the vertex. Can you see? So these are said to be vertically opposite angles. And remember one property related to vertically opposite angles, that these angles, measurement of these vertically opposite angles are always equal. That means angle AOD is equal to angle BOC and angle AOC is equal to angle BOD. This is the property of vertically opposite angles. Clear? Okay, now I'll talk about the next type of pair of angles. I hope all of you understood vertically opposite angles. Now we'll see the second type of angles, pair of angles, that is adjacent angles. So which angles are said to be adjacent angles? See, I would like to draw a figure. So here this is one ray, this is another ray, and this is the third ray. They are meeting at a single point. Now you can see I'll give the name over here. Suppose this is A, O, this is B and this is C. So if we are talking about the adjacent angles, right? So adjacent, see, meaning of this adjacent means nearer to each other, right? So see here in this figure, these two angles are said to be adjacent angles. So why these angles are said to be adjacent angles? That means angle AOB and angle BOC are said to be an adjacent angles. Why these angles are said to be adjacent angle? Because see, what are the properties of adjacent angle? They are having common vertex. Okay, in AOB and BOC both are having common vertex, that is point O. And one more thing, that they have a common arm. You can see here OB, right? This is common in both, right? So these types of angles are said to be adjacent angles. Clear? And one more property related to adjacent angles is the non-common arms are on either side of the common arm, right? This is your common arm OB. So where is AOC and where is OC? Okay, both these rays or both these arms are on either side of common arm. Clear? So that's why these are said to be adjacent angles. So remember the characteristic properties of adjacent angles, that they must have a common vertex, right? They must have a common arm, and the third one is non-common arm should lie on either side of the common arm. Clear? Now we'll see next type of pair of angles, that is linear pair, right? Linear pair. Linear pairs are also adjacent angles. Only the difference is what? In linear pair, sum of these two angles is 180 degrees. See, here I will draw linear pair. This is suppose my arm OC. This is my arm OA. Same like this. Okay. And the third arm I will draw like this. Okay. Suppose this is OB. As we saw, are these two angles adjacent angles? As we saw just now that which angles are said to be adjacent angles. See, here also they are having, here two angles are formed, AOB and BOC. They are having common vertex, they are having common arm, and also their remaining non-common arms are lie on either side of the common arm. So these are said to be adjacent angles also. But what is the difference between adjacent and linear pair? In linear pair, the sum of these two angles is always 180 degrees. That means angle AOB plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. That's why this is said to be linear. Linear means straight, right? Linear pair. So addition of these two angles is always 180 degrees if they are forming a linear pair. Clear? Now we'll see the next type of angles, pairs of angles, that is complementary angles. You know about that, right? Complementary angles. Which angles are said to be complement to each other? If the sum of their measures is 90 degree, right? You know this, right? In last year, I hope you studied about complementary angles. Okay? Okay, I will draw two angles. See, here also we are drawing two angles, right? We are talking about pair of angles, so that means there should be two angles. Okay, so I will draw two angles. See here. See, this is angle, suppose BOC, and this is angle, suppose LMN. Okay, and if the measurement of this angle is suppose 54 degrees, and measurement of this is suppose 36 degrees. Okay, if I'll add these measurements, so what that means, 54 degree plus 36 degrees, I'll be getting 90 degrees. So these are complementary angles, right? Why these are said to be complementary angles? Because addition of these two measurements is 90 degrees. So two angles are said to be complementary if the sum of their measures is 90 degree, right? So complement of 54 is 36 and complementary angle of 36 is 54. Clear? So they are complementary of each other. Now I'll see the next type of pair of angles, that are after complementary, obviously supplementary angles, right? So supplementary angles. Which angles are said to be supplementary angles? Two angles, right? So two angles are said to be supplementary if the sum of their measures is 180 degree, right? So I'll draw figure for you. See, suppose this is one angle. Suppose the measurement of this angle is 100 degree, I'll give the name also. Suppose this is BOC, and I'll draw the another name of this angle is suppose DEF, and suppose this is of 80 degrees. If I'll add the measurement of these two angles, so that means 100 degree plus 80 degree, I'm getting 180 degrees, right? So these two angles are said to be supplementary angles of each other, right? So supplementary of 100 is 80 and supplementary of 80 is 100, because addition of these two is 180 degree. So two angles are said to be supplementary if the sum of their measures is 180 degrees. Clear? So remember over here, if we are talking about the complementary angles, right, how to find out complement of a given angle. So here angle plus complement angle is equal to 90 degrees. So remember, so if you are going to find out complement of an angle, that means you will subtract the given angle from -90 degrees, right? So you will be getting the complement of the angle, right? And if we are talking about the supplement of an angle, so remember this angle plus supplement of an angle is always equal to 180 degree. That means if you are going to find out the supplement of an angle, that means you will subtract this measurement of a given angle from 180 degree. Clear? So you will be getting the supplement of the angle. So I hope all of you understood the relationship between the angles. Okay, so practice these types of angles, and then we'll see in the next video, we'll see the problems related with these angles, types of angles and all. Okay, thank you.